G'day and welcome back to Be Last, where we set... hang on. Hello, mate. You alright? Alright, mate. Yeah, how are you? Good, I'm fine. Good. Do you know what, mate? I haven't seen you for a while. What have you been up to? What have I been up to? With a fantastic weather forecast predicted for the next few days, we decided to make a long weekend of it and get down to Northampton nice and early so that we could really make the most of the time that lay ahead. So, with the tent all pitched and the paddleboard inflating, it's time to get some food on the go and grab some dinner before relaxing with a few drinks into the evening. Bedtime under the stars before some fantastic adventures over the coming weekend. G'day and welcome back to Be Last. So here we are back at Northampton. It's been a few weeks, hasn't it? I've had holidays, haven't done much sailing in the last couple of months or so. Went on holiday, that involved a boat. However, if anybody remembers watching the video of the Colander Cup, you'll know what happened at the end of that event. My boat exploded and pretty much nearly sank. However, despite a lot of people thinking, nah, that will never be back, poor old Yellow Jack is destined for the scrapyard. Behold, Yellow Jack is back. Fully repaired. I have full faith that the repair is going to hold. So today, we're going to find out. We're going to find out in a minute. We're going to go sailing in a boat that exploded at the Colander Cup. Now remember the Colander Cup, the boats had to be of a budget of £300 or less. So this one, £300 or less, and nearly sank, and is now back on the water. Again, just goes to show, you don't need millions of pounds, you don't need thousands of pounds to buy a boat, to get a boat to be sailing on the water. You want to just have fun? This boat costs 300 quid and a few quid for the repair. Absolutely brilliant. So here we are, we've got all the kit ready, we've got all the cameras ready and lined up, so we're going to rig it up in a minute. And why not? Let's go sailing. Okay, it's Friday afternoon and the lake is looking like a mill pond. The forecast says there'll be some breeze very soon, so let's get out there and find it. So, the moment I've been waiting for, and the moment that, I don't know, maybe some of you have been waiting for. Let's find out. Did it still leak? Look at that. No water. All right. So now it's time to go and get changed. De-rig, get changed. Ooh, beer. I didn't bring any beer. But there's a possibility of the bar. I don't know. I didn't bring any beer this weekend. How rude. Friday was a great day. Lovely weather and some really nice time out on the water. Now though, it's time to prepare for Saturday and the long-awaited launch of the 49er project. Right. Okay. Listen. We're going 49er sailing. The 49er project has been going on for a few months now after I bought a very old boat and drafted in my friend Neil to help refurbish it and get it back out onto the water. There's a whole series of videos in the playlists below that document this project, but for now, here are the highlights of our spectacular launch day. Despite what it looked like, we had a lot of fun with the 49er, and the fun carried on after sailing as Saturday night turned into party night, featuring a fabulous fancy dress event and a great DJ that kept us all going right through to some very late hours indeed. Morning. Right, well, today's Sunday. Bit of a weekend of sailing and just relaxing, really. It's been a fantastic weekend. Weather stayed great. Look at the sky again today. I'm going to take my Vario out. I haven't sailed it for absolutely ages. That sounds like a plan to me. In the meantime, let's just take it all in. Let's go sailing. So there we go. Another great weekend over at Northampton Sailing Club. A good 3 days of sailing, bit of camping, bit of partying, and great fun at that party on the Saturday night. I had a really good laugh there. Sailing was great. We launched the 49er. You know, it wasn't spectacular, but we launched the 49er. My laser, the exploded laser, we got that back on the water, so that was good fun. And I sailed the Vario for the first time in many, many months. So overall, a great weekend. I also managed to meet a couple of my subscribers as well. It's really funny where you bump into people. So hi there to Dan and your daughter. Forgive me, but I've forgotten your daughter's name. That's terrible of me. But hi there anyway. It was great to have a chat. And young Teo, who makes these terrific bracelets. So there we are. Made these terrific little bracelets for everybody. And nice to meet you, young man. So that was that weekend done and dusted. Hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, you know what to do. Like, somewhere down there, isn't it? Subscribe, somewhere around everywhere. And keep your eyes peeled for the next one. I've got a little adventure planned, weather dependent, but there is another adventure planned in a few weeks' time. So hope to see you all then. Hope you enjoyed watching the video, and we'll see you again soon. Cheers. Bye.